Our title is called Black Gratitude, Black Gratitude, Black Gratitude. What up, though?
Yo.
Is this mic on? Is this thing on? It's on? Okay, cool.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So, we want to apologize sincerely to the ones that really dedicate their time out to listen to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You get an applause. Thank you. We've been, going through life, and that's just how it is. But we are here with you with a full 1 hour and 30-minute podcast today. You get that episode. You deserve it. That's what you need.
Yes,
all right.
It's all yours. It's all yours.
So, what are we talking about today, Swiss Foreign? What's going on?
We are hitting the nail with a hammer. We're talking about the LGBTQ. I really wanted to touch on this subject because it's something new for me. It's something new for, the world. We all are equal at the end of the day. And I have came to understand that, they're just like us. Even though they choose, to date outside of what was, designed or taught to us, man and woman to make children, which science, it makes sense. But if you feel like you want to love someone outside of, a boy, a woman dating a man, and a man dating a woman, then I feel like you should have your freedom to do that. But I didn't feel that way at first. And just to give you guys a brief understanding on how I got over how I started to accept LGBTQ, and, to treat them like, I want to be treated, and not to discriminate against them or to be like, oh, they're different because, they choose to date, outside of what we were taught. We just want to give you guys a brief on how we feel about it and where we are at in our life with it.
And it's funny, like, she's sitting here with the notes, y'all. She got that stack. She got the notepad. She got a book. She got the phone. She got the baby. Here we go. I'm over here like, well, I watched the video, a lot of videos. So she actually read. I went through videos and shit. But hey, we got two perspectives coming together here. So I slightly feel the same way. It's kind of different for me because since I'm younger, I'm 23 years old, and I've seen this a lot. It's in my, it's in my life. It's in my schools, that I go to, places I go to. It's everywhere. And so, after a while, I'm just like, hey,
versus it not being out there like that growing up. Like, you didn't see two men with kids and married and, weddings of the same.
Oh man!
I mean,
but I get what you're saying.
I'm learning how to use the terms, and I think it's deserving. But you can't get mad if anybody's out there that's bisexual, LGBTQ. I want y'all to understand people too on how we feel because we have been taught that it was the wrong thing. So, y'all got to understand that it takes time for us to change to understand it, and that's what it took for me. It took time. You know what I'm saying? But I learned. So sometimes you have to be, understanding of the people that's not with it.
Exactly.
I think it should be both ways. So I just want to start off reading something that I read from U.S. Today News. They wrote, it was saying that, the LGBT meaning lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, in case you didn't know, is a widely accepted initialism. However, a fifth letter is increasingly making its way into the lineup, and that's the Q. So U.S. Today Network talked with experts and individuals in the gay community about the Q means and what it's used and who is saying it. What does the Q stand for? Q means either questioning or queer. Fred Sands, a spokesman for the Human Rights Campaign, an organization that lobbies for the LGBT rights, told U.S. Today Network either interpretation is accepted. He said I'm sorry, I'm reading guys off the thing. He said people use the term queer because it's not specific to sexual orientation or to gender identity, but it is more of an umbrella term that can encompass a lot of people, according to Sands. A queer is anything that exists out of the dominant narrative. Cleo Anderson, a 26-year-old intern at GLAAD, a prominent gay rights group, told U.S. Today Network. Anderson identifies with the term queer means that you are one of those LGBT. Wow,
yeah.
You're one of those, you know.
Yeah.
But you could be all of those letters, and not knowing is okay, she said. Minorities seem to identify with the term in particular because it also can be used to convey the nuisance of race and culture and how that intersects with the individual's gender, identity, and sexual orientation. So I understand that. See, this is better broke down. It can be used to convey the nuisance of race, culture, how to intersect with individuals' gender, identity, and sexual orientation. And some people get that twisted. It's not saying that, you know, it's a way to be gay inside. It's like right. Gay is my sexual, you know, orientation. Like that's what I choose as far as my sexual, you know, sexuality. And I learned something else reading that. It popped like that. It do make sense. Mm-hmm. That's what they want to do. They want you to identify with, I guess, you know, sexually how they are. Yeah. I don't understand why you would want somebody else to know, but just like me, well, I guess if we walk in with our partner, people will already assume what our sexual orientation is. So I guess they're saying, you know, nuisance, you know, if y'all don't know, then okay, let me give this. So I totally understand. They're giving information. So that it's like they really want y'all to understand because they're not going nowhere. Yeah. You know, and everybody have choice, period.
And that's true. So, but at the same time, like, some would argue that they were born this way. Oh. No pun intended, you know. Oh, that's so touchy. You know, it's very touchy. And we're not trying to come off like that, you know, because this is what it is. This is how it is now. But for us, it's like, you know, why do you need to express it in the first place? We see you who you are. Right. And that's where I come in to say, like, I truly, honestly do not believe in labels. I don't. And I feel like they are important. Don't get me wrong. We need them.
They teach it in the practice of Buddhism. Right. They teach that having a title. Mom was just telling me that. I didn't read it, but she was saying, like, and I'm pretty sure she knows what she talked about when she talked. But she said that, like, labels or titles are important.
Mm-hmm. They are. But at the same time, when it comes to, you know, living in this world, the last thing somebody want to do is, you know, try to put himself in a bubble, a category, you know.
Where a person can judge.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. And it's like judging is important in a sense, too, because you're analyzing things deeper than what you normally would do. But in this sense, be you. You know, forget about being called a queer and stuff. Just do what you do, boo. Absolutely. Your life is your life at the end of the day. And if you choose to, or not even choose, if this is how you feel, this is in your heart. Yeah. If you speaking from your heart and doing from your heart, at the end of the day, you are who you are. Absolutely. Your name John? Okay, you're John. Hey, John, how you doing? If you change your name, you that too. Fuck it. You know, make yourself a name at least. That instance, it's kind of a title.
Okay, but I just, not to cut you off, but why? Okay, I understand the part as far as, okay, if you were John, now you want to be called Jamie. Would that be lying to myself? Because I agree to calling you that? Or would it just be me calling you a name you want to be called? Or is that psychologically putting in my mind that you're a woman when you're not?
I feel like if the statement is clear, if this is what you're going for, if this is what it is, then that's you. You might have a deeper meaning, you might not. And most people I know, like, have a deeper meaning to it. Like, I know a specific person, I'm not going to mention their name, but I've known them for years as a boy, a man. And then one day, this particular person comes to school in a different outfit, nails done, everything. And you're like, oh, what's going on?
Okay, where is...
You know, it's like,
where did she come from?
Yeah, like what's going on? And it surprises you, like, whoa, okay.
Absolutely.
Shit. And then after a while, you're just like,
Okay, you let it be.
But this is what it is.
You let it be. And one thing, how I felt about it, just to give you guys a brief, when I hadn't found myself in the understanding of we hold the happiness to ourselves and, to understand everybody's human and to treat everybody equally and, just learning things I didn't learn growing up, becoming myself. One thing I learned, before I learned the things that I learned, I used to look at it like, why y'all gotta be men wearing girl stuff, and my kid gotta see that asking me questions and confused and, you shouldn't be here and you shouldn't be there. And oh my God, who is gay? I didn't have the understanding and to look at them as human. Like, it's almost like in the Bible it said it was wrong. So it's just wrong in my mentality now. Like, I didn't even have a chance to understand it, to say, well, that's what a person chose. I was already brainwashed to look at this person like they're brainwashed with black people. We're all bad. Like, that don't even make sense. And y'all look down on us as if we're the dirt or the scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest,
when now y'all try to act like us. But that's another...
Yeah, that's a whole nother...
Hey, that's a whole nother thing. And it's just true, though. So... Just to give y'all a brief about how I felt, I did not like it and I was not with it. And to have my son around some gay men, I didn't feel right about it. My daughter, they couldn't watch. I didn't feel comfortable with it because I didn't understand it. But now that I have grown to understand life and circumstances, I feel like, oh, okay, I can have a gay friend, and even if my kids, because I'm going to teach my kids what it is that they need to know. You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like you can have stuff around people and it influence them. Just like if you around broke people, they say you gonna be broke. So if you around gay people, you telling me that ain't influencing you to be gay? Like, I feel it is, when you in your developing stages as a young boy, you like, oh, and look at him, he doing his thing. When that's something you can look up to, why not? So that's the only thing I didn't like about it, because I wouldn't want to put something false out there to my children. And what I mean by false is if God made man and woman to make baby, how could man and man be right? Far as sexuality.
Yeah.
But for
the
pleasure,
it's
and that's on the, like you said, for the pleasure of it, in which I thought pleasure is in the bedroom, and if you want to dress like that, go to places where you can express that. I just felt like it shouldn't be something that everybody has to see, because, we free, but, when society and biology and, what we believe has taught us one way is just like a shock, So, I feel like it's just so touchy because this is life.
Yeah.
Like, if everybody went gay, how could we have kids? Mm-hmm. I look at stuff like that. So it's not just a small meaning of a feeling of, okay, everybody can choose who they love. You can, but when you showing other kids and people that's in a developing stage that it's all right, I just didn't feel that was right. Mm-hmm. But I love you gays and queers and lesbians. I love y'all. Y'all are human beings, especially if you're nice to me. But I just want to say something. Y'all got a fucking attitude and y'all just be drama. Like, literally, they do. Like, all the ones I met, they just be too much. I'll be like,
it is
okay,
a lot
first of all, not saying all y'all like that, but most of the ones I met, and I'm going to move on from that subject, but I just want to express that in case some of y'all ain't got to be so damn dramatized, sometimes,
oh my goodness.
But anyway.
I mean, that kind of is a true statement
For
in my
real.
department, because I be looking like, bruh.
Turn it down just a little bit.
Because it be some crazy ass shit. It be some crazy ass stories talking about throwing clothes out the window, like fighting. Like, it be some shit. And they argue like hardcore. It be the deepest shit ever.
Okay.
It be just all out there. Just be right there in front of your face. You be like, what the fuck? What just happened? You looking around. Who did what? Did somebody throw a rock? What's going on? But anyways, it's like, I feel the same way, as far as all of that. But at the same time, it's like, since I've seen it so much, it's just something I was just like,
normalized almost.
That's to the point, really. I mean, sometimes it'd be unexpected. Like, okay, damn, that's how you feeling. Okay, cool. Like, I recently went to a concert. I got to see Todrick Hall. If you know who he is, kudos to you. If you don't, look up his name. is TRODICK space HALL. Okay, there, I said it. But I love him so much. He came from Texas. He's a young, well, he keeps saying he's not. The way he be speaking is like, how you ask somebody or say, ask them like, how old are you? And then he'd be like, don't even ask
worry about it.
Don't even ask me. That's how he was when I saw his interview on Wendy Williams. That shit was funny as hell. I was like, you must be
right.
But it was so cool to see his documentary on Netflix called Behind the Curtain. And he's a part of the LGBTQ community. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get used to it too as far as saying the actual thing. But he went through such a beautiful journey developing into the person he is now.
Is he gay?
Yeah, he's gay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gay.
Because I seen him, I was like, damn, he's fine.
Yeah, oh my goodness. And you look him up like right now, I know you need to do it. TRODICK space HALL. Okay, HALL. There, you got it. But yeah, you look him up right now. He got the most beautiful eyes. And his features is like, well, damn, he got a nice smile too. Yeah. Like, when I saw him in person, I couldn't believe who I was looking at. I was at, where was that? I was at the Majestic Theater downtown. Mm-hmm. And we were standing. And I'm standing there, and I'm looking at him like, oh my God.
Just like the video.
Oh my goodness. He was so nice. Like, he was a nice guy. But, yeah, he's part of the that part of the community. And he's really cool. Like, I feel like you guys should listen to his music. He also he was on American Idol years back. That's how things took off. He was on American Idol. Okay. He didn't make it far, but he did man, I don't care what y'all say. He could have won, whatever.
But sometimes, like we were just saying, it wasn't ready for him to get it that way. It was to build his way he did himself on his own.
Exactly.
And if he would have got that, no telling how, you know what I'm saying, controlled he would have been under, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The industry.
Exactly. And
that's
you know what?
Poison into medicine.
And you know what? I don't remember what year it was, but it was during the time. It had to be far back, like maybe in the 2000s, maybe. Like, how long American Idol has been around?
Ooh, over 10 years.
Yeah, it has to be.
Over 10 years.
Can you look that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. But anyways, like...
How long has American Idol been out?
I found two for you to choose from. American Idol stars... The runtime of American Idol stars live at the Paley Center is 62 minutes.
This say 2010, but see, Siri, you full of shit. Excuse my language, everybody, but they show them commercials like, Siri, what's this? She talking about some... I asked you clear as day, and you showing me, you didn't give me the information. That's why that is so irritating, Siri.
Oh my goodness.
I'm listening.
When was the first American Idol show?
The answer is Tuesday, June 11th, 2002.
Damn.
Better, Siri.
Okay, you fixed it. Cool.
Okay, Tuesday, June 11th, 2002.
I was right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, it had to be in the 2000s, like
15 years
when we just started.
29 days, 830 weeks, 2 days.
Hell no, it had the whole thing. All right.
Okay, Siri, you see she must have heard that, y'all. She gonna try to break it all the way down. Yeah, she gonna break it all the way down like...
She's like, I'll do you better. Shit,
okay.
Like, I'll do it.
All right, then. That's what I'm talking about.
But,
you're listening when you think they're
bruh. But look, back to what I was saying. Todd McCall, when he was on American Idol, that was during the time that he didn't even come out yet.
Oh, so nobody knew he was gay?
Nobody knew he was gay. And he expressed how he was afraid.
Wow.
He was afraid. And he was in love with somebody then.
Oh, wow.
He had his boyfriend at American Idol with him.
Wow.
He was there to support him.
Gays always be deep in love, don't they? Hey, y'all be deep in love. It be
deeper than deep. Like,
don't it? Like, they just be... Sorry,
that shit be crazy. True.
Man.
That shit be crazy. But, I mean, shit, we've been deep in love before, too.
No, I have. But, they just seem so... You know what I'm saying?
It's passionate.
Yes.
Yes, very passionate. And you just be like, oh, all right, shit.
Yeah, that's how I be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
And like you said, when they fight, it be
let me
get
my life shit.
Okay.
It'd be like so fucking passionate, and then it'd be like, what the fuck, dude? Like it'd be
right.
Oh my god.
Yes, I've seen it live and
shit. But like I'm saying, he went through that, like. To feel that pressure,
I know.
You know, like
I feel bad, you know, and that's just coming from the heart to have to hold something in because people wasn't ready for it. But I respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up coming out anyway, so it's not like, and that's sometimes I guess it's got to be the right time for certain things. But it's
just, I know it's like hard to adjust to it and stuff, but it's like he went through the whole thing. Like his parents was on some other shit.
Oh, okay.
You know
Shit, our parents don't like us
doing a lot of shit
anyway.
You know?
So, you know, some of the things they don't think is normal. It happened to normal people. Mm-hmm. Like, and sometimes I also feel like they be over drama with their shit because they get like regular people go through that as if it's supposed to change for them too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, we go through that as women with guys. So why should it be any different? Because, you know, just for an example, like if you get into a fight with a gay person, they try to say it's a hate crime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I've had that happen to a lot of people. And it wasn't because I was beating your ass because you was gay. It was because you was talking shit, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's like they try to use that. And that's another thing that I didn't like, you know. But this is just my opinion about what I like and what I don't like. It's not that I don't like you guys per se. But some of the things you guys do, I just don't understand. Mm. You know, you use, like white people, they use their race to their advantage too. And it's almost seemed like that's what y'all be trying to do too. Yeah. In my eyes.
It is some aspect of it because, you know, I see that happen, and it's just like
me too.
On the other side of it too, where a gay person just really trying to chill, and next thing you know, somebody come up and fuck them up.
That is totally true.
It be some shit like that.
That is totally true. I'm not saying it's not both ways, but I'm saying it's it's both ways.
It's just like it just be like, what the fuck, you know. But at the same time, we all are adjusting to everything. Yeah, everybody doesn't understand the aspect.
Absolutely not.
If you going through that where you know like a certain thing and you don't want nobody to know, just know that everybody going through the same shit. Absolutely. Everybody going through some part of their life where they feel like they can't express themselves.
Absolutely. You know? So it's not like y'all the only ones. You know what I'm saying? It's just in a different way.
It's in a different way.
We're all the same. So we all experience some of the similar things. Just like, you know, I'm going to get off y'all after this, but, you know, when y'all make these videos and be talking about some y'all will be talking like a woman and then be like, cause nigga all be, and then turn into a man as if, you know, like you said, if a guy don't know you a woman, I mean, if a guy don't know you a man, I just don't think that's right. Because in their mind, they're not trying to date a man. I think that's something you should let somebody know.
Oh, yeah.
That is straight. Now, if you dealing with a gay guy, that's totally different. But you know, I see them do these videos like, yeah, I'm going to get your man. And I'm just like, y'all got the same thing that we got, negative and positive. You know what I'm saying? All y'all ain't right. So,
because there are gay people who separate themselves from the spectrum.
Yeah, that's true.
And it be on some whole nother level.
Yeah, that's true.
And you be like, wow, okay, this how you feeling?
Right.
But at the same sense, I love how, on a positive note about, you know, gay people, not just gay people, but every, you know, gay, lesbian, transgender, there's also binary, there's a whole bunch of other shit. And that's what's confusing.
I'm feeling this way today.
But
I'm feeling this way tomorrow. No, I'm just joking, but
hell no.
That's how it be though. So I'm not gonna hold it back because y'all gay. I mean, I did it with every other podcast. It's life, you know.
It's part of life.
Hey.
Shit, there's even people who don't claim themselves on that spectrum, but they call themselves freaky.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is that a difference?
That's
Can
like
you be freaky and not be gay?
And that's what I'm saying. There's people out there that feel like they just freaky, but not on that spectrum of gay, lesbian.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
They said sexual orientation, right? So,
yeah, it's like
they want it to be a lifestyle. Like, how is that?
How does that fit?
Okay, I want to sleep with a woman, so for the sexual experience, but I don't want to be her man as a woman. So would that be just falling in the middle of one of the letters, or what would that, or it doesn't even apply? It's just sexual. And that's a mental, or you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, to put a label on that is like just putting a cap on a good smelling ass candle, which we actually have. We got a candle. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it smells fucking good.
Oh my! Roll them.
Let's roll. So we just talked about the LGBTQ community.
Yes, and we love you guys.
We love you guys.
Continue to strive for what you believe. For happiness within yourself.
Yes.
No one else should be able to make you happy. If you're happy, I'm with it. You know, human revolution, turning things around, turning this world around. If we all got to be gay to be happy, hey. No. I mean, but I'm just saying in so many words, you know. Mm-hmm. Whatever makes us happy.
Yeah. And that's all it's about. It's about happiness.
And you have to, you have that key to the lock of your happiness. No one else. If you got to have a man or a woman to make you happy, then you're looking in the wrong place for happiness.
Yes.
Because you hold the key within, you know?
But yeah, I just noticed something. The kids, they sleep.
Y'all ain't heard.
Y'all ain't no babies.
I shot red. It don't even feel right.
Right.
You hear the birds chirping.
Yes.
Chirp, chirp.
Bruh, it's a nice ass day. We went out we gardening, y'all.
Yes.
We got the front yard all situated.
Mulch down. What y'all know about mulch?
Exactly. We really was doing some shit today, y'all.
Yes.
Like that's one thing, like, I want to talk about, as far as like what's going on today. We run into a lot of things and, situations where everybody's going through anxiety, depression.
Absolutely.
And then you got the fundamental darkness aspect where you got people commenting shit about how much they love Trump and have dragon energy. Hell no!
Oh my God!
But like on
he's
real tip,
screaming for help, right?
On the real tip,
okay.
Kanye West is just like everybody else.
Say that again, and you know what? I was trying to say that right because I started a conversation with the family. I don't think he was here, but my husband gonna tell me you just want to put him in your, that you understand him and he just misrepresented. I say I understand where he coming from. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful to know that we all can get to that point where we misuse or misrepresent ourselves because we're in another place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
that's another experience that he's going through with himself. Just like everybody else.
Yes.
We not no different from Kanye.
Him. That's true.
Shit.
I really believe that, sis. And that's what I was trying to express. Like, so what? That's how he feels right now.
That is his opinion. He does not have the power to make some shit happen. Yeah, he got money, but money is not going to take you that far to the point you could just...
No. Power and force. I was talking about that to somebody. They were telling me power is different from force, right? So I was like, give me an example. And this is what I had written on my pad. I was just writing when he was talking and he was saying power is never ending, ability to adapt.
Yes.
And I was like, give me an example. And he was like, a tree. When the wind blows, the tree branches flows with that's power. You know what I'm saying? It moves so that a branch won't break unless the force is, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then he was like, another example was water. Yes. What it does is it least resistance. If you pour some water on the ground, it'll go into cracks and up until it go down flows. So far, it'll start rising because it's no stopping.
It'll flow where it flows.
Exactly.
And that's a term we actually use in Buddhism called faith like flowing water. When you have faith like fire, that means you're like a firecracker. When you feel like it, you will go off. In a sense, like, I'm feeling the faith, but you don't feel that all the time. Right. That's not faith. That's
true.
It's like
you don't.
You just go off. It's just in the moment. Yep. Whether you go to a meeting or not, it just happens.
That's true.
But then you have faith like flowing water.
Yes.
When you have faith like flowing water, that means it's never ending. That means you feel it. You one with you. You one with the universe. You may have your funks here and there, but it's nothing. It's nothing to you.
That's the poison to medicine. Learning how to take the funk and love it, because President Katie was saying, you know, with comfort and, you know, not having the illnesses and things like that, you couldn't obtain Buddhahood. You know what I'm saying? Because it sharpens you like a diamond, you know, to be this great person. You know, you have to go through something. And I think it was like, if you had a comfortable, you know, ease life, you couldn't attain, you know, Buddhahood.
Yes.
And I really love
that
saying.
That's something you found out in your journey, Amir.
Absolutely.
Or not, Amir.
That's fine. That's fine too. Amior, you know, Amir. I'm finding out my real, how you pronounce my real name, Amior. It ain't Amir. And
Amior. Anyway, that's funny.
Hey, it is. That's what it is. That's my, I ain't gonna say new name, but that's the proper way to acknowledge me. Because my mom and my dad, I was young. I don't know if they was pronouncing it like that. And it just, you know how, you know, you send a message and when it gets to the other end, it's different. And it's like I looked it up and it's finally hit Google, because at first it wasn't on there. But it's a Hebrew name, Amior, and it means light of the nation.
Aww.
Ain't that something? The spelling. That's what the spelling of my name is.
It's so beautiful, though, because Asha, her name means life.
Yes.
The light of the life.
Wow, you know what?
Oh. It's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
That, but yeah, not to cut her off, but yeah, just, you know, beautiful. We learning every day because we're searching.
Yes, and that's how I feel about it. When people make mistakes or whatever you want to call it, they're searching for something. They're looking for something. They are developing another challenge, a chapter in their life. Right. And sometimes it don't feel like the good thing when you in the midst of it.
That's true.
Because Kanye is in this position where he just say whatever comes to his mind.
Right.
And he's not crazy for it in a sense, because that's something he's feeling. That's something he's going through.
That's true.
And you know, I'm not going to put him on the pedestal for politics. He doesn't represent me in politics. Right. We don't represent each other that way. That it's just not,
That's true.
That's his opinion. That's what he want to do. Exactly. I may not necessarily agree with it.
Leave his ass alone.
Just leave him alone.
Y'all ain't got nothing
leave his
else
ass
to do.
alone. Just like people be still talking about Michael Jackson to this fucking day. He's fucking dead. Leave his ass alone.
That's true.
Shit, he doing what he got to do for himself. He probably laughing at us right now.
Right, like, oh, if y'all only knew where I was at.
Right, exactly. Like, come on now. But you know, real talk. It's like everybody has an opinion of how they feel about, and this presidency that we have. It's not great. It's not cool at all. It's fucked up. We in a fucked up situation with this particular man. You know, what is he? What do they call it? Commander in chief. Shit, whatever. But at the same time, we got to do what we can. We have to keep fighting. We have to keep living. We have to keep moving, pushing forward, because
Lions we roll.
Right, Lions we roll. I'm fucking up.
That's okay. You ain't fucking up. You being right.
But look, my 420 still going, so I don't know about y'all.
That's our word for it. That's our word for it.
Like, man, it's the best.
Yeah, but we over here good.
Yeah, we chilling.
Yeah,
living
our life. I just want to let everybody know, prayer. Everything begins with prayer. Prayer is the determination to accomplish one's goal without fail. It is a pledge, a vow. I just wanted to throw that in there because President Ikeda always said prayer. Everything begins with prayer.
Yes.
You have to. Yeah. I can share a couple of things with you guys to inspire you for the rest of the week. Just some things that, let's see, I've been going over. Let's see. I'm reading the Wisdom for Creating Happiness and Peace selection from the works of Daisaku Ikeda, which is sensei. Part 2. I'm on part 2. Natalia, thank you. She the one brought me this book. I'm so thankful for that.
Hey, Natalia.
I appreciate it.
How you doing?
But it's a couple of things that I underlined that I would like people to take with them after they listen to this. It says, the main thing I want is it say believe in people, but I'm going to read what it says. One need not profess lofty theories to be a humanist. all that is required is to truly believe in people and strive to bring them together. This is true humanism. It is none other than forging friendship. And one thing I was talking to somebody about was how we always, as people, be like haters. You know, they want to see me down, and you know, them people was trying to do something to bring me down. Yeah. She ain't want me to have that, so she wanted to act like this. Hey, we got to turn that around. They do want me to have that. You know, we always put the worst first. Like, why do we always think the worst, you know, of people?
Because it's like, I feel like a lot of people, that's all they see.
Okay, so that's all and I think that's what it was with me. And I was telling him that, like, maybe that's all I went through. Like, people hating on me and all that. So how could I think any different? But I had to, when I started practicing, it was teaching me, no matter what, that my bad might be for my good.
Exactly.
So there we go. Never question it again. Exactly.
It's part of you growing. It's a learning experience. I've been through so many mistakes, y'all. It's ridiculous. People say I have a good head on my shoulder,
so
all this stuff.
Growing, so
but I'm still growing.
You're growing.
Yes.
Like you said, what did you just say? You said mistakes mean you challenging something you doing.
I'm challenging myself.
Your mistakes showing you that you ain't staying inside the box. You tying this, you testing this. Okay, should I go here? Okay, boom, it's taking me here. How could you get that far if you never went to check them spots?
Exactly. And that's one thing I wanted to bring up. Like, my mom, she used to tell me all the time, I used to get lost in Detroit. I used to get lost here, blah, blah, blah. I used to get lost in Michigan in general. But it taught me where to go. Absolutely. And that's everything. That's one thing I remember she told me I always love, because it's like,
didn't she say I like getting lost?
Yeah,
I think she had said that. Yeah, like, and then what you said.
Yeah, like,
showed me where to go.
And that's what happens to me. Shit, I be getting lost like a motherfucker. But best believe I'll make that mistake ever again. Shit,
right? Absolutely.
After that one time, maybe a few times I get lost in the same area, but I still make it out. So.
But I wanted to touch on something else from the practice, because to let everybody know, this is my everyday life, is the practice. And I think it's actually clearing my tarnished mirror, because you can't nothing come out of you that's not in you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's clearing my mirror. And so I just want to share with you guys what my journey, because I just started practicing in January.
Yeah.
So,
what she means by the practice is we are Nichiren Daishonin Buddhists. We're practitioners. That's what we call it. And this type of Buddhism, it doesn't involve Buddha himself.
No.
But it does start with the history of his life.
Absolutely.
And of course, you know, he sat underneath the Bodhi tree and became enlightened. And he realized the proper way to live life is to treat people how you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
And the law of cause and effect.
Who don't want that?
Exactly.
Right? If somebody want to teach you how to understand that and give it to somebody else, like, I can't do nothing but have it coming out my mouth every time it's got to do with me, you know?
Exactly. And then, you know, it's basically just the way you should live.
Yeah, it's life.
And then, you know, Nichiren Daishonin, when he found I can't talk today, y'all.
That's okay.
But when he realized this teaching, when he came upon this, he came up with the words Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. These are like Chinese texts, but they're also mixed in with, you know, Middle Eastern text as well, Indian, maybe. But Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, this is what we chant every day of our lives.
Absolutely.
This is the key to happiness. Now, we're not saying that nothing else does not work. That is not what we're saying. What you believe in is what you believe in.
And I don't even feel like it's a religion. I'm going to say it's a daily living.
It is. It's a philosophy.
It's a philosophy of how to live your best life, how to be happy. So a lot of people I'm not trying nothing new first. Slow down. I want you to be happy.
Right.
So I'm practicing. Yep. It's not just about me. I want you to be happy.
Exactly.
So that should show you what I'm practicing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, girl, you shouldn't have it. Or, girl, no, I'm stopping and saying, well, watch me. Watch me.
Right.
Watch me. You know? So I love it. And I'm just thankful that I have been introduced to it, because it like I said, it's clearing my mirror where that, you know, I can really see who I am. And I just wanted to touch on the human revolution, because I just started reading about it. And I think it is great that we would even practice, you know, turning things around. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, who really cares about the world changing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people like, oh, the world ain't gonna never change, you know, and you know things gonna remain. Ain't nothing you can do. But to follow a teaching that say one day, if we continue to practice, things will turn around.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna get in too deep with it today, but I just wanted to say that because what I'm searching for is to turn life around. Because once I turn my life around, everything around me will change. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just thankful for the practice, and I just wanted to tell everybody that's listening that you can change your life around. Mm-hmm. You know, you can be who it is you want to be. You just have to look within yourself, you know, and Buddhism has been doing that for me. And everybody that listens to this that know me know that I have been a Christian of my entire life. Like, that's the only thing that I knew. And I knew, you know, I love serving, you know, a higher power and, you know, doing what's right is why I followed it for so long. But there you go, knowledge and wisdom. You have to research. You have to learn. You have to search. You know, this book has been handed down through so many people. You know, you have to research stuff for yourself. Don't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? With just, and then go to church and then come home or go to whatever you go and come home and be a nasty person. Yeah. Like, how can that help, you know,
you're basically masking
who you really are instead of changing what's going on inside of you and letting it be what it is. You know?
That's like, you know, at the end of the day, you have to treat yourself right.
Absolutely. It starts with self.
If you don't do nobody else, you know, just try to work on yourself to be the best person you're trying to be.
Absolutely.
And that's all this is the whole purpose of this practice is that we are trying to develop our best selves.
Right.
And chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, devotion of mystic law, cause and effect, vibrations, and sounds. Yes.
It calms the mind, you know, and it's taken me on a journey, guys. When y'all see me or hear me next year this time, me and Miss Blue, we gonna be totally different. Like each day, I'm going to say each moment, because I'm not even going to put a timeline, man-made timeline. I'm going to say each moment. The only thing that we can really believe and know that's true is this moment. Yeah. We don't know if, you know what I'm saying?
We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
But this moment, we are different than we were yesterday. I mean, because we always open to learn, you know? Yes. So I'm just thankful to share this journey with her. And I want everybody to understand that you can be happy. You know, it's possible.
It's always
But that
possible.
don't mean something won't come and make you mad. And that's one thing you got to learn, that happiness and getting mad about a situation is totally different. Mm-hmm. Like, you can be this happy person and then something piss you off, but you still remain and you react in you know what I'm saying? Like, it's you within. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because I'm in a happy place. Even though I go through my, you know, little things that I'm fighting with to correct in myself, you know, that right side of the brain I'm trying to control and that left side want to jump in, you know, that's a whole nother story. But I am happy where I am, and I am thankful and appreciative where I am in my life right now. And I have no shame to the space that I feel at this moment.
Yes.
So.
Exactly.
Thankful for that.
So, where we at? I see we literally reached 47 minutes.
Okay.
And it's 2:54.
Oh, I'll be late picking up my son. No, I ain't never late. But when the teacher don't see me the first car there, she think I'm late. Because she used to me being the first man. She's like, no, you're not late or anything. I'm just used to seeing you, you know. Oh, but hey, that's for my baby. I be saying, jump in this car, boy. Let's go.
Well, at this moment in time, like I said, we owe y'all an hour and 30 minutes.
Yes.
We are going to give y'all a quick little break, and we'll be back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, enjoy.
Right.